Welcome to my review of Crash 2024, another event created by Fusion Retro Books, and the events are simply brilliant. As you head towards the event, you're going to be driving down the high street and you're going to see the pinnacle, the epicenter of Spectrum Retro Gaming in the distance. And as you get a little bit nearer, assuming they stay at the Holiday Inn, this is the Holiday Inn that you're looking for. And everything is going to be inside, as you can see now. Your first course of action is basically to go through. You need to get a little wrist badge. You've got a little barcode that you need to scan, and you will get a copy of the show's basically little magazine they have here for Crash Live. It has a schedule on the back, and you get a little Crash badge as well. And it's rather glorious. As I went in, one of the first things that you actually saw on the left hand side was this year they had Retro, whoever they are, doing their recreated Spectrum. But all I got from them was this gamepad, because you know what, that's all I care about, because you know what, I will be using this on a new Mr. FPJ project that I'm creating, a new Mr. FPJ project that I'm doing. So that actually has a use. It looks like it's a reskin version of the Amiga one they did. A lot of my thoughts and a lot of my hopes for this are completely shot down, because it is not even an official product. If you listen to this little soundbite here, then that tells you all you need to know. You are not buying an official Sinclair Spectrum product by the very words that have been said.
Okay. I see that. So is this an official Spectrum product with the old ROM?
So it hasn't got the old ROM because that's now owned by Comcast.
Right.
And even though Amstrad gave permission for it to be used for emulation and not to be sold ever, even if it's a commercial product. So we wouldn't be selling the ROM that's in here, but it's a grey area. So we used the ZX81 ROM that that is now open source, but we have a commercial license for that anyway for 9 tiles. And then various parts of OpenSE, which is an open source.
That's Linux, isn't it?
No, OpenSE. It's a ROM. Oh. It's a Z80 ROM replacement. So it's functionally it's not designed for compatibility, but it's designed to reproduce the same functionality. And it fixes the bugs that are in the ROM, etc. So we took that, merged that with ZX81 ROM, rewrote the tokenizer so you can still have that working. So it's got PRINT.
Yeah.
And we've made it so it's not binary compatible, but it's functionally compatible. But if you own the original ROMs,
yeah,
put them on a USB stick and plug them in the back, and use them.
Excellent. Thank you very much for that overview. And I have one really stupid question. Why does it not say Sinclair on there?
2 reasons. The time it was going to take us to license it.
Yeah.
But secondly, the something and retro games, they become synonymous now. So we just thought, what, we did it, and then we kind of on the quiet sort of consumer tested it, and like one response we had back was putting retro on there instead of Sinclair, genius. So we went, all right.
Yeah. And you're the guys behind the C64 as well.
The Mini, the A500, the A400.
I do the. I'll show you. Are you Chris? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been building some of these ESP32s.
Oh, cool.
Thank
you.
Good to meet you.
Sorry, can I have a pen?
Just a.
So the only thing that I did pick up off their stand was some sticker sheets that you've got here, and we also got the Crash book. And the only reason I actually wanted this Crash book was I collect the Crash magazines from Fusion Retro Books, and you know what? This is the most important thing that would be in it. A version of Crash that only came with it, and actually I got 2 of them. So I'm in a reasonably happy place with that. Walking around was absolutely brilliant. And one of the people I bumped into, he actually had a little stall near the Spectrum next to Simon N. Goodwin. And this is a gentleman that has created a magazine. Actually, a magazine is completely the wrong word for it. A manual for the Spectrum Next that you could pre-order. I never pre-ordered this. I didn't even know that you could pre-order this product. So I asked if I could buy a copy. He was very reluctant to sell a copy. He truly was. He actually did look at selling me a copy that had the wrong signature in front, because sometimes if you do buy things, people will put a signature. And I said, no, I want my own one. But eventually he sold me this, but he didn't have many of these manuals available. And I will make use of this. I've got a Sinclair Spectrum game for the Spectrum Next that I am looking that I'm looking at finishing, and that will give me a lot of good tips, a lot of good tricks that I can do to actually complete this, to finish this. Another pickup I did there was there was something called Xeno Brigade and Xeno Brigade Extraction. This is what I picked up. This is on the Spectrum Next. I had pre-ordered this to collect at the show, and I absolutely will be doing a review of this at some point in the future on the channel. It looks rather good, but I say that's what sold it to me on the original advertising for it. But yeah, no, I got that. So yeah, that was a nice little pickup to have. And then we need to talk about Midnight Brew. Now, Midnight Brew, if you don't know what they do a wonderful set of games, and this was absolutely great. So you know, I've picked up Dingo here. Dingo is very, very good, and if you have a look, you know, the cassettes are really nice there. The labels, the inlays are beautifully printed. So we've got Dingo, we've got Mustachio. We have Mustachio here as well. We have this is Maze of the Robots, and this is our 2024 collection that you've got. This is Scramble, and actually, this I haven't done this on the channel yet. This is a phenomenally good game. It really is. And this is Pac-Man RX. Now, Alan, the guy that runs this, he does so much for charity, and there's a link in the video description below where you can go and buy digital copies of his games, a lot of his games, and other people's games as well. Recent new type games there for, I think it was 16 quid was the minimum donation that you could get there. And this bundle is only available, I believe, till the end of this month, but the link is in the video description. It is superb value for money. It is really, really superb value for money. So, you know, I advise you to basically go and have a look at that, see whether it appeals to you, and if it does appeal to you, then you know that's something you want to be getting, you know, because yeah, the collection of games is absolutely huge. I think it was 24 games. As I say, the link will be in the video description. I spoke about Fusion Retro Books, where I kind of actually probably, you know, spent a lot of time praising them, but they do great things. Like, you know, this is the next annual for 2025, and on the back is another advert for the Gentleman's Picks Club. Do you recognise that guy? Yes, that guy is me. But most importantly, you know, this one is a little bit different. This one is a thank you for everybody. And here, thank you to my partner for her support of my hobby, which is this channel. And you know, I really, really do mean thank you for this. I'm not going to read everything to you. And thank you to all the current subscribers to the channel. That's a lot of you people there. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. I absolutely do. But we're going to flip back to Midnight Brew again. So Midnight Brew, they've been working with Colin Stewart, and you know, there's a couple of games. There's Frankenstein rebooted, and there's Dr. Acula as well. Oops, nearly knocked something else over there. If you go to the link where we got the charity cassette there as well, you can still buy copies of this. And if you look here, this one is signed by Colin Stewart there, that hiding my voice. This one is signed by Colin Stewart. And here's a picture of myself and the good man himself as well. You know, there you go, a rare picture of me without the sunglasses and hat on that you don't often see on this channel. But yeah, we got this box set, and in this box set is 2 games as well, and a whole load of cards and diagrams and stuff like that that have been reproduced from some of the original design notes. So yeah, that was lovely to have. And also at this show, I caught up with Northern Games. Now, Northern Games is an interesting company. You know, they will have a Facebook page, so they will have a web page that's currently being designed. But there's a link in the video description to a gentleman called Anthony that you could see. That's it. You need to join that Facebook group, and if you join that, you can purchase games from him. And I had a pickup from the show, which was basically this. This is Retro Robins, and I had the pleasure of meeting Lead Shop Stevenson, who was basically the creator of this, and he created this game from the goodness of his own heart, and it's dedicated to someone in the Spectrum scene that does a lot of good work. We have played this on the channel. You know, that's the title card of the game that you can see on the screen right now that we've played on the channel. But yeah, this is a great, phenomenal game. If you love Monty Mild, you will enjoy this. And here is a picture of Lee, who is the creator of this. But I have a signed copy of this, so he's signed in the inlay. But look at the quality of this inlay. You know, that is absolutely phenomenal. That is brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So yeah, very, very happy with that. But we need to flip back to Northern Games and Anthony. So Mr. Scarf, I believe, actually Scarf, I believe is his name. If you follow the link down, I hope I haven't mispronounced that. He learnt that I was a collector, and he basically sold me a couple of things that we agreed before the show. So we got 2 versions of Chromozoids here. You know, this is a great, great game. Very, very happy to have this. But one of these games is a prototype, and the other game is the release version as well. And these cassettes are absolutely brilliant. But he knew that I was a collector, and he sold me. He basically sold me something that it was holy hell. You know, I'm so pleased to have that. And you could argue, yeah, it doesn't matter, it's a prototype. But no, to me as a collector, it means the absolute world. It really does. And I also bought Mighty Final Fight as well. And Anthony, if you're watching this, remember, there's a couple of tapes that you need to send me. I'll drop you a note if I haven't had them in the near future. But no, thank you for your kindness that you showed at that show. That is really, really appreciated. So what else can we talk about? There was the usual presentations that went on. And the first Spectrum game I ever had, and I've actually got a Twin Galaxies, a high score for this, was, let me show you, Ant Attack. So you can't see this fully, but let's hold this into the camera. So that was signed. This was signed by Sandy White, and you know, it was a pleasure to have him do this. I had a bit of a conversation with him as well. But yeah, to meet the designer of the first ever game that I loaded into the Sinclair Spectrum, and one that I've always loved since, was absolutely phenomenal. I also met John Kane, and John Kane basically created the game. If you don't know, here's the other one I got, which was Booty. So, you know, he signed that for me as well. And you know what? Here's a picture of Sandy signing the poster for me. And here's a picture of John signing the poster for me as well. So to those 2 gentlemen, thank you very much. There were a lot of other people that were at the show as well, that were special guests at the show for talk. And here's a picture. There could be somebody famous in that picture. Do you recognise them? I will let you decide. But no, overall, great show. You know, I left by about 1 o'clock, 1:30. I have a bit of a journey. The journey home was absolutely awful. But you know, I sometimes, you know, I like to pick fault in things, and you know, nothing can always be rah. This is brilliant. But honestly, these shows are absolutely great. Although I would smile if I was a guest at the Holiday Inn. You know, they're going to go up and they're clanging around. What the hell is this? What are all these machines doing? What is going on? But no. It's a great show. It's a fun show to be at. I met a few people that, you know, recognise me. So hello to all of you as well. Matt, especially a call out to you. But yeah, there's my phone beeping there. What's this? What's happened? So I've won Barsak the Dwarf on eBay. So yeah, that's kind of cool. How much did that cost me? Let's have a look here. Wait for it to load in. That cost me £16.55. I'm just clicking on pay now. So I get that. Come on. Confirm and pay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I'm sure that's going through as things were away there. Order confirmed, fams. And there we go. That is another Gilsoft game that we had there. Tim Gilberts was there as well. I didn't stop and talk to him before because I've bothered him way too many times at the show, and he always has a great stall with the presentation of all the Gilsoft titles and everything else like that. It always reminds me that there was always more to collect, but I'm happy with my state of collections and my state of everything that I've got there. But yeah, if you want to go to a show like this in the future, you know, it may be a 2-3 hour journey to get to, but it is worth every moment of your time. You know, I will be going to these until they don't run anymore, because, you know, I value them that much. I value the interaction you get with, you know, fellow enthusiasts that love this system. And you know what, everybody Everybody is happy to talk to you, and it's simply brilliant. But I hope you've enjoyed this. A quick preview of what my pickups were, a little bit talking about the show here, a little bit of information about the Spectrum. The new thing that's doing the rounds with that little audio clip that you had, and do heed that audio clip. But no, beyond that, all of you stay safe, all of you take care, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel.